In today's video, I head to two of the most beautiful beaches I think I've ever visited anywhere, whether that be in Scotland or anywhere around the world. And I also try some wild swimming, or is that just a douk in cold water? All will be explained. Look at that big yellow thing in the sky behind me. Right, when we first booked our trip here to the Outer Hebrides, there was one thing, we actually bought all the gear, didn't we? We bought the dry robes from Seashell. Go and check them out. I think the robes are completely recycled. It's made from recyclable material, and they do a lot of things like litter picking. Anyway, even bought some wetsuits because we were determined we were going to come swimming, and there's been storms, there's been winds, but today, look at this, there's not a cloud in the sky. We're going to go and try and do a swim. We've come to a new beach today, a beach we've not been to. We were given this one, recommended this one by a local when we went down this morning to the Isle of Harris brewery. She's a wild swimmer. She said this is probably the safest one. So, and even here, we'll talk about the paddle boarding later on, but check this out. This is where we are. Isn't it fabulous? Look at that. Woo! So, yeah, the weather's been dodgy. Last night it cleared up. We actually got a bit of the aurora when the clouds cleared last night, which was fine. And then when we woke up this morning, we got this blue sky. So we'll bring you back in a wee while once we're ready to go and paddle. Look at this. What a view, eh? So we made the short journey from the van at Horgabost Beach and found a place to sit. And there's a lovely campsite here, but at the bottom of the campsite there's a bit where you can park up if you're just visiting, and it's got toilet facilities. There is a bit you can put a donation into, which I encourage that you do, but you can see here it's a lovely, lovely bay. And if you've got a camper or a tent, yeah, I would certainly be stopping over here with the beach so close and so accessible. What a spot. And this is the moment of truth, me and Lou. There he is. Looking forward to this, Lou?
Yep.
Think the water's going to be wet? Wet and cold. Right, let's go for a swim. The water was crystal clear and very inviting. And we had come prepared with the wetsuits, but to be honest with you, with the luck of the weather, we probably didn't need them, but yeah, I was glad I had it anyway. Is that okay? Submerged. I forgot to take my buff off, that's why I've got it on my head. I suppose it'll help for keep me getting sunburnt. Look at this. So, how you doing, Lou? Absolutely fabulous. This is me swimming. It's really just a dip and a douk in it. That's what the lady in the Isle of Harris brewery said. You're either a swimmer or a dipper and a douker. We're certainly the dippers and doukers. Might try swim though. Look at this. What a place. There we go. So I've been in with Lou, but there was no any full submersion, so now I'm going down with Leanne. Definitely full submersion. She's laughing. We're going to head back down and yeah, get in the water again. So yeah, we'll see you in a wee while. What a place. So I think this could be my new favourite beach. What do you guys think? The views of the mountains here. But then again, we didn't see the mountains when we were on Luskentyre. But yeah, Shutterstock and then this place are... I think this is called Horgabost. Horgabost maybe? I'll put a bit of text on the screen, or title on the screen, so you can see what it's called. But anyway, it's absolutely stunning, and there's hardly anybody here. Right, let's go. So after chilling after the first wee douk, me and Leanne made the long walk down because the tide was out, but we soon found ourselves in the sea and enjoying the good weather and having a bit of a swim or a douk. I don't know what you'd call it really. A wee bit more, there's a big wave under now. There you go. You're just about under. So we both went under, and yeah, I don't know if you can call it wild swimming. I see a lot of people in little pools in the Highlands where it would be hard to do more than one or two strokes to get from one side to the other. So I'm going to call this wild douking. I think we went for a douk in the sea and it was cold in a wild place. Now we've come back to the van, as you can see. With a wee swim and a bit of chilling, and don't actually need these dry robes on. It's pretty warm for September. Anyway, we're going to sit and have some Lorne sausage rolls and yeah, we'll report back in a wee while. We'll probably go for a wee walk as well, and we'll talk a wee bit about this beach. So we've had our Lorne sausage rolls. It was lovely. Did you guys enjoy them? That was a yes. We just decided to come for a walk. This is called Horgabost Beach, and it wasn't really on my radar until today. It was, as I said, a local had said it's probably one of the safest beaches for swimming, depending on the currents and wind direction and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, what a view it's got. The mountains, Cleasham's the one on your right, and then the other, I can't remember the names of the other ones. I'd be lying if I tried to tell you I did, but in the foreground in front of Cleasham is Luskentyre, the white dunes. It's probably really small on this camera, but yeah. The other thing, as you know from this series of videos, is that I need to try and get a picture. So I'm hoping when I get along here towards Seilebost Beach, I'll maybe try and get a photograph. Sun's quite harsh, midday light, but let's see. But what a place! It's just spectacular. I'll show you where we come from. There's Horgabost Beach over there, and because the tide's out, we'll be able to walk along here. We'll just have to watch if we turn back, come back in a minute. Otherwise, we'll be either swimming back or having to go up onto the road to get back. But this kind of heads along towards Seilebost Beach, where we were yesterday. What a place! This is wonderful. So as the tide was out, we were able to walk further along the beach towards Seilebost Beach, and they all kind of merge into one when the tide's out like this. It's hard to see where one finishes and the other one starts, but who cares? When the weather was like this, the blue skies and the white sands and the turquoise waters, it was like heaven. Right, so we are just here, Horgabost Beach. We're going to head somewhere else. I took some pictures, I don't know if they're any good. I'll put them up now if they were. But we're going to head to another beach now. This is where the weather's like this, I don't think. If we left, why would we want to leave? The weather's like this. Or go back to the cottage. So we're going to head along to another beach, just along the coast, and we'll bring you back there. Right, in the van, and we've only come about, 10 minutes along the road? No, even that, 3 minutes. But we stopped here at the viewpoint just to show you which beach we're going to be heading to, hopefully. Down yonder, look at that, hopefully you can see that. Not the highway maintenance van, but Seilebost Beach overlooking Luskentyre. So we're heading down there, so we'll bring you back in a wee while. Wow, what a spot though, look at that. So we drove a short distance down, I think it's towards a sign, there's a small school there which you can park next to, and we were soon heading towards Seilebost Beach. Right, you might have noticed my incredibly, cutting edge fashion today. Look at this. It's the shorts, right? Pink duck shorts, and Lewis has got the same but in blue. And you bought them, didn't you, Leanne? Yeah. And why did you buy them? For a bit of a laugh?
Thought you'd look good in them.
Thought I'd look good in them. I think she's secretly embarrassed that we're wearing them now. I think we look great. What do you think? I like it. Pink, pink, pink. So whether my fetching pink attire was something that the family was embarrassed by or not, I don't think it actually mattered. We could have been walking along here with nothing on at all, because there was nobody here to be embarrassed by showing our fashion sense to. The beach was empty on such a beautiful day in such beautiful surroundings. I just found this hard. My brain couldn't cope with this. Anyway, the dogs were having a fantastic time as well, and here's wee Lexi showing her prowess at fetching and catching balls. She's one athletic dog. She loves the mountains as well. She does a lot of mountain hiking with me, and a lot of training to get to this level of ball catching skill set. It takes years. Whereas our other dog, Rolo, well, what can we say about Rolo? Well, I think this next clip says it all. I think some more training is required.
Where are you going?
Look at that trot. It's just a shame it's in the completely wrong direction. This is Seilebost Beach, think I've said this before, we came here yesterday and the Har was in, but we really have struck it lucky today, and hopefully for the rest of our day. We've still got 2.5 days here. And anyway, what I was going to say about Seilebost. Seilebost was one of the beaches I was really looking forward to coming to, along with Shutterstock Beach. Luskentyre, yeah, but I don't know, these are bigger sort of expansive areas of sand, I think, than Luskentyre. But saying that, Horgabost Beach was similarly spectacular. You know what, there's been quite a lot of people on Luskentyre, we've seen quite a few. Anyway, I've taken a few more shots. I'll put them up if they're any good. I'll keep the best ones till the end of the video, but what a place. I mean, the other thing I was just going to mention was I was a bit worried today because the forecast has been telling us it's going to be good weather towards the end of the week, and you know, had we gone down, back home we go to Fife, the East Nuke, and the beaches when the weather's good are rammed. The weather doesn't get better than this. It must be about 20, 21 degrees, and there's nobody here. There's nobody here. I think, as I said, Luskentyre had a few folk on it earlier on, but look, I don't know if you can see this, it's probably blurred out, but we are the only people for miles, and there's not any better beaches in, I don't know, possibly the world than this. It's absolutely spectacular. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just jabbering all the nonsense. Let's put some photographs up if any have come out any good. Wow. We've lingered for quite a bit of time, in fact. Leanne and Lewis and the dogs are way ahead of me. I was taking more pictures. It's not great photography conditions because there's not many clouds in the sky. In fact, I can count maybe 2 or 3, but it's just such a magical place, and doesn't matter which beach you come to. I think in Harris, it's just amazing. I think we'll come back and maybe explore a bit more of Lewis, because I know there's some amazing beaches up there as well. Maybe slightly smaller ones, but these ones down here on the west coast of Harris are hard to beat. You can see why they're in the top 10 lists of beaches around the world, especially when you hit the jackpot like we have. I'm in no way taking this for granted. We've got really lucky today. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Tune in for the next video because I've got plans for another activity, and this weather's due to continue for a few more days yet. So tune in for the next one. I'm going to end the video with some pictures. Probably I usually keep the best ones to the end. If there's any good ones, let me know in the comments below if you think they're half decent or not. But what a place this is. And it's, again, I'll shut up in a minute, but the fact that it's so quiet, I think really makes it for me. You know what I like? I don't like I like my own company. Anyway, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, time to catch up with the family. Ooh, look at this though. You can see from this footage looking towards Luskentyre, that's Luskentyre on the peninsula there, but directly below is Seilebost. But you can see how they merge into one. It's hard to tell the difference between the beaches. But anyway, as you know, one of the challenges I'd set myself was to get a photograph per video. So here's some of the photographs that I took on this trip to these 2 fantastic beaches. I hope you enjoy them.